So money is a tool. As you know, it buys us things that we need, it buys us things that we want, it kind of makes our lives go, it makes the world turn. However, money also can be a trap, and spending money on things can be money traps. So here are 10 of the biggest money traps that no one talks about. I'm Nick, and this is Money Talk for Real. The first one is comfort spending. This is things that just make you feel better. Things like food, things like spending on Amazon, things like buying random treats, things that you just kind of do out of emotion, whether it's stress, whether it's boredom. You don't really need these things, you just do it because it makes you feel a certain way. And yes, they normally feel very small, but small things add up to bigger things, and instead of being one-off instances, they become daily habits. With these type of items, you're typically not buying the item, you're buying the feeling. It's just a quick emotional buy. And once that emotion wears off or that feeling wears off, you're left with something that really is junk. Number 2 is the it's only a blank dollar amount mindset. The $5 mindset, the $10 mindset, the $20 mindset, the, oh, this isn't much, it's just a few bucks. You might say something like, no harm, no shame, it's just a couple dollars. Or you might say, well, I can afford that. And yes, it doesn't feel like much during the moment, but multiply that by how many times you actually do it. An example might be a daily coffee. It's $3, it's $5, no big deal. But if you're doing it 4 to 5 days a week times 4 weeks in a month, think about your monthly total spend, not just the it's a few dollars. The third money trap that no one talks about is the subscription freaking overload. This is streaming services, probably like 10 of them. This is apps that you might be paying for. This is gym memberships or subscription boxes or some other type of membership to a club. The biggest one is probably autopay. Autopay is dangerous and invisible because you never see the money leaving your account until it's already gone. And with autopay, you kind of stop valuing it, but you keep buying it. And of course, the companies love this. You're the perfect customer. They get paid no matter what, whether you care or don't. What I would recommend to fix this is simply do an audit on your finances and do it monthly. Yes, every month do an audit to make sure that there's not something that you're still paying for that you don't necessarily need. The fourth money trap is lifestyle inflation. Now, I'm not talking about regular economical inflation. That's going to happen no matter what. I'm talking about lifestyle inflation. And what that means is when your income goes up, so does your spending. Your raises may disappear almost instantly. Many times you probably feel just as broke as you once were no matter what your income level was. You feel like you can never get ahead even though your income is possibly double what it used to be. A possible solution here is to lock in your necessary needed expenses before you ever worry about what your income is or before the income even comes in. Number 5 is the I deserve this mindset. You know, treat yourself. And yes, we all deserve to treat ourselves, but if you're treating yourself too often, it's no longer a treat, it's a habit or the norm. And with this, you typically justify your purchases after some sort of feeling, whether it's anxiety or stress or trauma or scared or a big accomplishment. Any of those things could happen to you and you're going to treat yourself. For example, if you had a horrible day at work, you may treat yourself to a nice dinner. If you had a scary day with your son in a traumatic event, you may treat yourself to ice cream. These are emotional purchases as well that you consider to be fair to treat yourself or I deserve this, and it causes you to spend a lot of money and you fall into the trap. At the end of the day, if everything is a reward, then nothing is a reward. I would recommend defining real rewards, not random ones. The 6th money trap is payment-based thinking. It may sound something like this. Oh, well, I make X amount of dollars, I can afford the monthly payment. This could be for things like cars, for furniture, for machines or toys, or just big purchases in general. The biggest reason why this becomes a trap is because you ignore or you forget about or you just purposely don't pay attention to the total cost. You see the monthly payment. I'm going to make up some numbers and say that you buy a boat and that the boat payment is $500 a month. However, using, owning, and having fun with the boat costs well more than $500 a month because the boat has parts that need to be serviced and replaced. The boat takes fuel. It may need insurance. It needs to be towed with a vehicle or a trailer. You need to store the boat at the lake if you're keeping it in a marina or a slot. There's certainly more than just the monthly payment. So take a step back, take a deep breath, and consider the long-term impact and the total cost for what it is that you're wanting to buy. The payment-based thinking is a quick way to be cash poor. Number 7, avoiding your finances. Yes, this is a money trap. You're not checking your bank account. You're not tracking anything. You're not budgeting. You're not planning. You're falling into the trap. If you have no plan plan and you don't track it, then you can't control it. The 8th trap is buying something because it's on sale. Most of the time when something's on sale in parentheses, it's not actually on sale. They mark it up, scratch out the original price to make you think that it's on sale. And at the end of the day, you probably didn't need it. You just bought it because you're in the trap because it was on sale. For example, if you bought something for $500 that was normally $800, you did not save $300. You spent $500. And did you really need it, or did you just buy it because it was a good deal? Only buy planned purchases. The 9th money trap is keeping up with others. You're keeping up with the Joneses, as they say. Your friends, your family, your coworker, people on social media. You're trying to compare lifestyles. You try to compare their situation to yours. You have no idea other people's situation. You don't know for sure how much money they make, how much their spouse makes, what kind of investments they have, what kind of money they inherited, how much they spend, how much their stuff costs. Don't compare yourself to others. You're on your own individual journey, and you should treat it as yourself, as your own journey. This is hard to do because we all have peer pressure. We all have the feeling of being left out. We all want to be included in things, and that may be living the lifestyle that others are living. And sometimes you just get pressure to spend unnecessarily. Just be careful with this one and focus on your goals. The 10th money trap is waiting to get serious. You may say to yourself, well, as of this date, I'm going to start tracking my finances, or starting in the new year, I'm gonna stop spending money. You're delaying your savings. You're delaying your budgeting. You're delaying your financial control and your financial growth. There's always gonna be somewhere for the money to go. Start right now. Waiting and delaying and starting later is expensive. Even if it's small, you need to start now. Lost time is lost opportunity. Now, none of these money traps may be big by themselves, but if you add all of them together, it's a big deal. Pennies turn into dollars over time. And honestly, just being aware of it and being mindful of it can put you leaps and bounds ahead of a lot of other people. Let me know in the comments what kind of videos you want me to make next. Be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching. This is Money Talk for Real.